This guy right here, I got to meet him a couple years back, and I've been studying his business, and all I see is this. All the way to the top of the company right now, from Canada, super humble. This guy's probably one of the most humble guys you'll ever meet. Him and his beautiful wife are building an incredible organization. And what's exciting is just the way he comes across, right? He doesn't even wear jewelry. He's just that type of guy. And he's right now one of the top leaders in all of our financial group out of Canada. SCBC, Raja Dhaliwal.
Introducing Field Chairman Raja Dhaliwal.
Awesome. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Cool down. Good afternoon, everybody, and it's my privilege and my honor to be with you, okay? So everybody said Latinos in the room, Filipinos in the room, and other communities in the room. So let's see how many Punjabis in the room. All right, awesome. So a little bit about my story. I know you all know my story. I came from taxi background 9 years back when I started with this company in 2008. I just came by myself on this convention. And then now today, we have over 4,000 people with us on this convention. So in 2000, I came as an immigrant to Canada in Winnipeg, Manitoba, part of Canada. And I start my journey as a gas attendant. Can you imagine if you go 13 years back, the person who was gas attendant, and now with the powerful system of WFG, last 6 months ago, they put me and my wife's picture on the billboard in the New York Times Square. Okay? So it's the power of the system, it's power of World Financial Group, which I'm gonna talk about today. So I came as an immigrant, started from a gas attendant, then started driving taxi, and I drove taxi till 2008, was looking for a business. And I know what business takes. I know what we need to give into the business, and then what we can reap from the business. So I started working on different things in the beginning in 2008, coming to the convention, but they did not allow me into the hall. Some of you might be complaining because we have some issues yesterday to get some people into the hall, but I stood on the door for 2 days in 2008 Las Vegas convention. But I planted my flag. I said, this is it. Do not allow me on the stage this year, but next year I will be on the stage. So this is all about your mindset. This is all about your thought process, your thinking level. And if I can do this, you can do this as well. And I want you to write this down if you have a notebook. 90% of business is mindset and 10% is skill set. 90% is mindset. So I'm going to do some slides today. Real said, you start doing slides now? I said, yes. Okay. All right. So write this down. We need to understand this. If you want to change the fruit, you must change the root. If you want to change the fruit, you must change the root. And if you want to change the visible, you must change the invisible. So it's very important. So for my first slide is, it's what's under the ground comes above the ground. So what does this mean? We all need to change our thought process within us to become successful. It's nothing else. So we need to stop blaming others. We need to stop talking about what others do. We need to start working on ourselves. If one thing you can get out of this convention is success is all about me within, not outside, me within, okay? So I'm gonna ask you some questions here. in next 15 minutes. So the first question I have for most of you, we are in the business. How would you treat the business if you invested $500,000 or $1 million on this business? Would you have the different type of responsibility? Would you have the different type of time commitment if you invested this type of money? Now, why a lot of people do not make it? Because they do not treat business like they invested tons of money. And you're investing tons of time, which, as Monty Holmes said this morning, it's a non-renewable source, which we never get back. So we need to treat business as a business. That is the number one formula which I learned being in business. Okay? Next slide. What type of commitment and priorities would you have if you believed 100% that you're building your family's destiny? So you are doing that here in World Financial Group. And you see that last night, that is happening. Okay? But why are you not giving your 100% into it? How many more conventions you will be attending and then going back home and then just being the same person? You must change, and I want you to write this down. The major factor in your better future is you. So underline major and underline you. So it's you who's going to change everything. Next. What type of focus and determination would you have if you knew exactly that you will build a business in 3 to 5 years which could pay you $1 million passive income? So if you divide that million into 12 months, it's 80,000, right? What is per day? I want you to visualize it. What is per day? Okay, let's say 3,000. Okay, so how would you feel if every single morning, once you open your door and somebody deposit $3,000, put $3,000 into your pocket, and you enjoy the life with freedom? Would you feel something special? Would you have the freedom and peace of mind in your life? That's what happens with passive income. If you never experience the passive income, you do not know the power of passive income. So you must experience it. Next is, how would you treat and build people if you knew exactly how yours and their life will dramatically change if you work hard and do things together? How would you treat people? Would you love them? Would you just be around them and then build them to the next level? Two things we give it to people here: mindset and skill set. But 90% is mindset that we give it to people being in business. Next is, what are you willing to give up now to live a dream life later on? You might need to give up your hobbies. You might need to give up some things right now, and you decide right now. And write this down: make a decision and keep a decision. Make a decision and keep a decision. Not just make a decision when you're excited up here into the convention. You just keep and stick to that decision for long run. Next is, so these are all questions to all of us in this room and in the other arena. So when are you going to stop looking for next opportunity and take this business as a last chance? You need to close all the doors. If you really want to move things to the next level, if you really want to change your life, you must close all the doors. And Monty Holmes always talk about seal that door behind you, not only close it. So treating it as a last chance. I treat this business as a last chance starting from day one, and this is why we are where we are as a team. And you need to decide as a leader, because even if you recruit one person, you are a leader. Next is, when would you say to yourself that success is inside me, not outside? And start working on your inner power. Inner power. God has given us all the same power. Do you think he will discriminate with anyone, that he will give more power to me and less power to someone else? No. We all have the same power, but we need to dig down that power within us. So stop blaming others. Stop complaining. When would you say to yourself that it's the invisible that makes the visible better? And invisible is the self-talk that we do each and every day to ourselves. Okay? When would you change that? When would you decide that the time is now which requires you to go all in? Or which requires me to go all in? So make a decision, as he said, and keep a decision. Next is, when would you take the business from your head to your heart and embrace our mission of helping families? When would you do that? Because you need to have two things if you want to become a giant in business. Number one, you need to be a missionary of helping others, and you need to be a visionary of bigger volume in business. You need these two things to become a giant. Next is, when will you decide to take massive action? Okay? So what mindset helps me become successful in this business? I'll share my story with these slides. What helps me? Number one thing which helped me, massive determined action with all doors closed. Planting my flag all in, 100%. That is the number one thing which helped me, and I decided in 2008 that this is it. This is where I will be for the rest of my life. And you decide sitting here, so make a decision and keep a decision. Crystal clear understanding of building distribution. This is what I understood 8 years back, that it's all about bigger distribution. It is about more hands. So write this down if you have a notebook. More hands is equal to more freedom and more peace of mind. Okay, more hands working in your organization, the bigger distribution you will have. Next is crystal clear vision of bigger volume in business. This is my mindset from day one. Crystal clear vision of bigger volume in the business. I understood that everything is in place, titles, system, 3-3-5-5, whatever we talk about, it's all to help us build a bigger volume. It's all about bigger volume in the business. And I hope you think about your business volume each and every day. Next is mentally prepared that all challenges are smaller than my reasons to win in life. Okay? I say to myself every day that my reasons to win are a lot bigger than all those excuses that I have. Have 100% belief in the mission of helping families. This is what I have in my heart. And each and every day people tell me, you know what, why you're so aggressive still? Why you're making $4 million a year? Okay? And then why you still go in the field? Why you still go into the basements of people? Because I'm a missionary person. I'm here to help others, and I'm going to deliver back until my last breath. This is how I am. Okay? Next is understanding that big goals are achieved by big teams. I had that understanding a long time ago. It's all about big teams, which will help me to achieve big goals. And this is what we need to focus on. And realize that big profit comes with passing on your skills to others. So I'll add up one more thing to it. Passing on your skills and mindset to others. Because 90% is mindset. When we build people, we work on their thought process. And the next, which helped me to build a giant distribution, can you go back, please, to the last slide? Simplicity is the master key for duplication. Simplicity is the master key for duplication, and duplication is the master key for multiplication. This is what I understood 8 years back, that it's all about multiplying, and multiplication will only happen if I duplicate myself. Okay? So it's all about that. This is why we have the system, and this is how you multiply things in a short period of time. It takes a little bit of time in the beginning, But if you see my story, in 2014, I touched $1 million income. 15, 2, 16, 3, 17, 4, and 18, probably 5. So not probably, it will happen. I'm sitting at 4.5, so it is pretty close. Every single year, you make other $1 million when you come to the Las Vegas convention. Isn't that fun? Okay, how many of you would like to do that? Okay. Before I was thinking making $1 million a month is tough, but now I'm thinking it's not that much. Okay. So it's a different thought process, which change when you stick around. So the last slide is, so they change it, okay. Understand the power of consistent numbers. Consistency, month in, month out. Recruiting numbers, production numbers, licenses, all the things that we need. Write this down. Consistent action creates consistent results. Consistent action creates consistent results. It's not 1 month, it's not 2 months. People talk about, you know what, how long I need to do this? How long you want to do the business for? Each and every month. You're not going to close your shop or your business next month. You still continuously do every month. Similar to if I was a taxi driver, I need to go out and drive taxi every day 12 hours. It's not just one-time thing, and they pay me for the rest of my life. So in closing, everybody, I'll just leave you with this. We have the power within us, okay? When you wake up, every single morning, every day, you see the sun. And when you see the sun, you see the power of God. Do you agree with me? Okay. When you go at night, every night, you see the moon. And when you see the moon, you see the beauty of God. Do you agree with me? Okay. And every single morning, when you wake up, you look into the mirror. And when you look into the mirror, you see the best creation of God. So believe in yourself. God has put every single thing into you, okay? It has given you all the power within you. All you need to do is dig down, and then let's make this convention and take this convention to the next level. So this is your time. This is your chance. This is it. Your family is looking up to you. Your team is looking up to you. And you are the one who's going to decide at this convention that this is it. Next year, I will be on top of this stage. So you have the power. Dig down that power. I'm not a special guy. I am the same person which all of you are. But only thing I did is dig down that power which God has gifted me and given it to me. Thank you all. I appreciate you all.